Alrighty then. Sorry for the delay. It's giving me, I'm getting some issues here. So can't log into the game for some reason. Oh, there it goes. Yay, we got login. Yay. All right. Anyway, here we are. Welcome YouTube. We're about to go live on Twitch. And we are live on Twitch. Let me see. Offline. And we are online. All right. All right. We're about to go live on Kick. Let's go live on Kick. We might add a couple of them in here. We might add Rumble too. We are live on Kick. All right. Offline, 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 and are we online? I don't know. Kick is having some kicking problems. Are we kicking it or what? 07, my dear friend, Phaser Ruddock. 07. Looks like Kick has some problems going online. Go live. Am I going live? No. Okay, healthy. Very nice. Okay, everything looks good. So we got Kick going. We got Twitch going. And we have YouTube going. Okay, guys. So just a few weeks ago, our dear friend Phaser Ruddock gave us a new location where we can get rare, actually not rare, raw materials. It's an HIP 29560, and that's where I'm at right now. The first one is Planet 4B. 4B. So we're gonna take a look, because by what it says, there should be already stuff there. There should be stuff there. 4B. A4B. So this is A. 4B. Alright. Set target. Alright. So we're going to do a little bit of raw materials farming. Yay! Raw material farming. My favorite. Not really. Raw material farming. Okay. Now, as you know, they haven't changed anything with raw material farming yet. And they might not. I don't know what is going on with the mining thing. But it looks like we are supposed to do surface mining of different materials, so we don't know. Thing is, I don't trust Galnet anymore after this Colonial debacle. So let's just see what happens either today or on Thursday. I don't know when they're going to release it. Do you have an idea, Phaser Ruddock, of when they're going to release it? Now he's on Twitch right now. He's mediating on Twitch. But yeah, we don't know when they're going to release it. We have no clue when they're going to release it. And that's a problem. Because inquiring minds want to know. Right? Nope, no idea, he says. Good day, Grimold. How are you, sir? Logically, it should be today, because this way it gives the people at least a few days of patchwork before they go live. So somebody should have done a video on it. Don't the special one get it today? Yeah, the special ones. The ones that... yeah, the special ones. The ones that have been approved into the partner program. Unlike yours truly, the butthole surfer himself, I am not approved yet. Oh, my daughter would love this planet. Look how pink it is. She would love this pink planet. It looks like a cotton ball. Like cotton candy, not cotton ball. Alright, so we're going to go to A4B, and that's where the list from Reddit, that's where it says the first place would be Antinomy Selenium, but the site name is, I don't know, I can't read what the hell it says, but it says site name and all this other stuff. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna scan the planet first. Maybe we can get an idea of where locations are, and of course it goes into a gravity well. Can we do anything without gravity wells in this game now? Literally everything is gravity well. Even if I'm 10,000 miles away, I have a gravity well. Okay, yeah, there it is. There it is. Antim Selenium 180, 20 kilometers. Oh, I see. So the 180 is the coordinates, and you got to go 20 kilometers in the 180 degree, in 180 degrees, right? So bearing 180. Bearing 180 for 20 kilometers. Okay. Let's just see what we got. That's our first location. Yes, I'm excited because I want to jump with my SRV onto Braintrees. How exciting. Exciting gameplay. Right, phaser rock, I know. 20 kilometers from the settlement, bearing 180. That'd be nice if we can get some light. So the only thing I don't have is raw materials, but since we don't know what we're going to get in mining, right, I haven't, I need to do stuff and send this guy north. Now, did they mention in Galnet anything about, they said something about Brewer Corporation and somebody kind of they're gonna be giving them a run for their money. I don't know what the hell the guy says. Okay, bearing 180.
Delacey, Delta Romeo Alpha. You are now within Imperial jurisdiction. Welcome. Kindly maintain decorum while conducting business at this facility.
180, 20 kilometers this way. Damn it, man. Why is it so dark? I don't like the dark. Bad things happen in the dark. That's when the kicks come out. Alright, so we're bearing 180 for 20 kilometers. Not bad. Pretty close. Let's go down a little bit. So if we see it, we see it. 14 kilometers, 15. And we get some brain trees. We see brain trees. Yay. Brain trees. Look at that. 18. Okay, so there's a few rain trees here. Should be a nice big patch. I don't see any big patches. But then again, I'm blind in the dark. Okay, I see one over there on the hill. There we go. Alright, so there's things to do. You know, we're gonna do selenium and antonium, right? Antinomy. Okay. Hello people on Twitch. Hello people on Kick. Hello people on YouTube. Let's do some brain trees. Come on, land already. Alright. So we're gonna deploy. The only way to do brain trees now, or crystalline structures, is through your SRV. Unfortunately. So the way you do it, because they're gonna get stuck, and I said engaging and wonderful gameplay brought to you by, that's right, FDev. Okay? Antinomy. So it's basically stuck in the tree. So what I suggested was that we can pick it up using the E key for interact. Right? So I'm gonna go here, and I got tree. So now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck in a tree. Oh my god. I'm stuck in a tree. I'm stuck in the tree, dude. There we go. Let's see, can I interact? Nope. They haven't fixed it. I'm very sad. They didn't take my advice. All you need to do is touch the tree, right? Okay, I'll touch the tree. There, I touched the tree. Okay, engaging gameplay. This is the greatest gameplay ever. It'd be nice to open my cargo scoop, right? Okay, there we go. Engaging gameplay ever. Alrighty then. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that great gameplay? Yes, I do believe it is. I do believe it is engaging gameplay. Very nice. I can't see Dipkis. How about this one? Tin! Hey, Tin. Hello, Tin. Ethan. The most wonderful gameplay ever created in dev history is this. That you cannot go and get out of your fucking SRV and pick up the items because it still goes in your backpack. As soon as I get in my ship, it goes in my backpack. Yeah, I know, Phaser. I know. Engaging gameplay. Engaging gameplay brought to you by FDev, the leaders in critical thinking. Manganese. So this is the location that they actually gave me, but I think I'm off course here. I don't, because it's pretty freaking dark. I can't see where anything is. Maybe I should do this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Here's a big patch down there. Okay. Phlegm excretion. Antinomy. Yay, antinomy. Yay, antinomy. Yay. So, my suggestion was that you can get out, walk around, run around, shoot the things like you're doing here, like we did with the eggs, and pick it up, interact. Press the button, which would have been easy. It goes in the same place. It goes in your suit inventory. It goes in your suit inventory, FDev. It goes in your suit inventory. Why do you persist on doing retarded shit? To be honest, I like the crash site better for that stuff. I don't know what the hell you're saying. What are you saying? What do you like? It goes in the same place. As soon as I open my crappy freaking suit, it will have this material that I just picked up in my inventory. It goes in the same place. It goes in the same place, FDev. The same place. The same place. Numbnuts. Okay. I don't know if we're getting new commodities, but I didn't like the way she said that we're going to go back to get the materials. So if it's gonna be like colonization or like any other grindy fest, then it's gonna die very, very quickly. Very quickly. So and it depends on how much we can mine. How much are we going to be able to mine? I mean, it's not the rhino's not that big. How much can it hold? Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. Phaser Redlock. I think Phaser Redlock is right all the time. I, on the other hand, will mislead you every single time. Because I am stupid. Why is there a blue one? Oh, that's 20 clicks away. Alright, no worries. So there's the trees, right? There's the trees. Lots of trees. The selenium is not under the phlegm, by the way, Phaser Redoc. Alright. Pretend to have fun? What? What? Go pretend to have fun. It's under something else. Something... We picked it off on that tree back there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We get what we can, and then we shall do mining for merits. Or we shall... Yeah, I think it's the seed pod. Is it a seed pod? I'm not sure. Let's see. I would love to be able to get out of the ship and jump around and pick off the damn things, man. Yeah, that's what it is. Poly growth. Poly miscus growth. Come on. Shit. Come on. Tungsten. Anyway. Yeah, polypores. Hey, I'm a scout now. Check it out. I'm a scout. I've been promoted to scout. Now they can give me toilet paper. All the toilet paper in the galaxy is free for me. Isn't that special? And it gets stuck to the trees. It all goes in the same place. It all goes in the same place. I can't express enough. And they got yeah. They got the mechanism to mine the eggs. And it's a similar shit. It would be similar to this. See? How am I getting it now? It's stuck. Now I'm stuck. Come on, Braintree. Let me go. Anyway. I'm pretty angry about it because it's ridiculous. It really is. And they could have done this a while ago, but I guess they want us to buy the Rhino so we could mine this. How we're gonna mine this? I don't get. How we're gonna mine this? I don't get. I don't get it. How are we going to mine this? And it keeps getting stuck on this. Have you noticed? It's always getting stuck. So I have to jump on a damn tree. Engaging gameplay. Best gameplay ever. Look at that. Stuck on the tree again. Best gameplay ever. By the Brain Trust in Cambridge. Wow. Imagine if they had $100 million to build a game, what they can do based on this engaging gameplay. Or $1 billion, like in Star Citizen. Did Star Citizen guy take off? Did he run away? Did he run away with the money? I heard he ran away with the money. Is this true? Did he run away with the money? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? He takes $1 billion, transfers it all offshore, then runs away. And as he's flying away in his jet, he sticks his finger out at all those players who bought ships in Star Citizen and say, thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution to my retirement fund. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's well deserved because I am Chris and I know how to build games. And you don't. I do. You don't. So there's a lot to mine, unfortunately. There's a lot to mine. I think I went over it with my tire. Shit. Okay. There's a lot of trees. Look at all those trees. That's nice. Look at all those trees. That's nice trees. Manganese. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna get everything because this guy has nothing. Not just mucus, polymorphous, whatever growth, mucus. Right? We need selenium, and selenium is under a different category. It's not on this. Selenium is on a different type. I think. I didn't remark which one it was. Antinomy. Yep. I think maybe it's that one. No, that's not it. That's probably chromium or galactium. Galacticus. Yep. Engaging gameplay. Brought to you by Cambridge. The makers of a bunch of tests that kids have to study like crazy here in China. So I'm thinking now of telling people don't do it because there is a deficit of brain trust. There's a deficit of brains in Cambridge. Maybe they're all in Liverpool or somewhere else. Maybe the brain trust is somewhere else. Because it definitely is not in Cambridge. This should have been fixed 10 years ago. Seriously. 10 years ago. And I'm not being facetious or anything like that, but seriously speaking, who the hell thought of picking materials like this? Who was the brainiac who thought of, hey, let me jump on a fucking tree with my SRV? Who thought of that? Because he needs to get his license taken away as a content creator, or like a creative what do they call it? Game developer. That's right, game developer. You should not be a game developer. You should work in a fucking 7-Eleven, dude. Seriously. I don't know who thought of this. It might have been Braden. Look at this. Engaging gameplay. Isn't that wonderful? Engaging gameplay. Anyway, I will definitely buy the new. Let's maybe they give us a new mining method. So instead of going and jumping on brain trees, which I don't see why it would be a problem if I'm in my suit and I'm shooting with my gun, right? I don't see why that would be a problem. But this is a problem. But I'd like to see the new mining method. But who knows when it's gonna come out. Dude, they already have the coding for it. Okay, Phaser? Jack? They have the coding for it, dude. They have it. When they did the eggs, they have it. All it has to do is, instead of going into goods, that's where the eggs went, this would just go into inventory. It'll go into material. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be this stuff, because this is ridiculous. And I'm whining about it because they have the solution, but they didn't actually. They don't think of doing that. They have the solution. They did it with the brain trees. They have the solution. They did it with the brain trees, right? But they don't want to do it. No, with the brain trees, the eggs, right? The radicoida. They did it with the radicoida. They were jumping around. We were jumping around from tree to tree, and that was fun. I want to jump around from tree to tree. Wouldn't it be cool? Shoot these materials and then pick it off one by one. Jumping from tree to tree like a monkey. Selenium. Yeah, okay, so you see, that's that's why I keep shooting everything, because selenium is it the, I think it's that one. Polyporous growth. No, that's manganese. 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 Okay. That's okay. Still needed. That's why I'm shooting these. Because I know it's there. I know it's selenium. Did I disconnect? I can't tell. I'm not watching the stream. I'm not watching it. Did I go down? No. Doesn't look like I did. Alright. Alright, so engaging gameplay, guys. This is what collecting at the brain tree means. So we're gonna do two versions. We're gonna do brain tree, and we're gonna do the rhino when it comes out. Of course, we're gonna run over people. That's gonna be a given. NPCs, run them over. See? I have to come from that side. Come on. Yeah. Anyway, you're gonna need raw materials. So this is one way of getting it, right? The other way, and the way I've been kind of pushing, is the care packages. And allows us to mine planetary surface and yield previously unobtainable resources. So, what does that mean? And if they don't change this, there'll be a revolution. There really will be a revolution. Previously unobtainable materials. I don't know what that means. But that's Galnet, dude. Do you really want to trust what Galnet says? I really don't want to trust what Galnet says. Seriously. The whole Colonia crap left a bad taste in my mouth. So that wasn't very nice. Start fucking rumors. Manganese. All this stuff should be able to be purchased, man. It should be. You should be able to purchase it somewhere. Proposed technology facilitate the extraction of various materials from most types of planetary bodies. Okay. Yeah. Who the hell knows what we're gonna be picking up? This is all I really care about, that I'm able to get this stuff. Right? But you still got care packages, so that's a plus. Do lots of power play and get care packages, because that'll give you raw materials. And then mining, if you do mining at the same time, you get materials in the actual rings themselves. So my thought is, there's an alternative. There's a care package, and these will be a distant memory if you can get the materials from mining subsurface using the Rhino. No one's gonna come here anymore. That's what usually happens. They create something and then just replaces something else. They can make fun. They can make this place fun. Loose use of the word materials. Okay. I see what you're saying. Manganese. I see what you're saying. Polymorphous growth. Do we have any more phlegm? Yeah, we do. Here we go. Let's get the phlegm. But if they, I really want to see what kind of mine. And I like mining. I like any kind of mining. Okay. So I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do with surface mining. I really am curious. Polyporous growth are the ones that actually have the selenium also. That's why I was doing polymorphous growth. Polyporous growth. So let's see what happens. I'm curious. I want to see what happens. But I would prefer that I mine these materials using the rhino. I really would prefer I mine these, because doing this in this area, you know, even when you're doing it in you're doing care packages, it's gonna take you a long time to mine stuff. Takes you a while. So I'd rather just come on, dude, just fall out of the trees, dude. Fall out of the tree. Fucking A. I would rather kind of have another mining method to be able to mine this stuff. You know? But you can do rings, and you can do surface mining. That gives you lots and lots and lots of materials. And you can trade up for the important stuff, which is usually what I do. But we haven't had any kind of acquisition in Grom. I don't know what these guys are doing in power play. Maybe they took a break. But yeah, so you can actually... Oh, there's more on the other side too. Look at that. You can actually whatchamacallit, mine, let's go over there. Those trees have fun. If you could mine with the rhino, that's going to be a great thing. That's just great. That is great. If you can mine with the rhino, and you can get these materials, because I would rather just do it on the surface. I actually, you know, if I was a game developer, I would actually make it possible, just like the eggs, just jump around and collect materials. That would be fun. That would be fun. Just manganese, no freaking selenium. That would be fun. Really would be fun. It goes in the same place. It goes in the same place, dude. It goes in the same polyporous groove. It goes in the same place, man. Chromium. So I look now in my suit. If I look at my inventory suit, my suit inventory, it'll say chromium. I just picked up some chromium. It'll be in that inventory. You know? Do you know what I am saying? Do you know what I am saying? This makes me tired. It does, a little bit tired. Too much bouncy and jumping up on trees, and it's dark. It's making me sleepy. Making me really sleepy. Yeah, how about No Man's Sky? They have a laser, and you just point it, and boom, you got it. Here we shoot with machine guns. 1,000 years from now, this is the way they're going to pick off. This is how they will mine tin in a tree, brain tree. This is how they're going to do it 1,000 years from now. This is how they're going to do it. They're going to shoot shit off a tree and scoop it up with a cargo scoop 1,000 years from now. This is what the Brain Trust at Cambridge decided mining for this material. This is how you're going to get it. Is you're going to scoop it up with your SRV. Okay? You're going to scoop it up with your SRV. Polyporphous growth, phlegm. Alright. So it looks like I only got antimony, man. I don't know where selenium is under those polyporphous growth, but doesn't look like it's hitting. Look at this. Ah, fuck, does it piss me off. Ah. Selenium. We need selenium. Where the hell did it go? Ah, shit. Oh, there it is. Antinomy. Yay! Antinomy again. Yay! Okay, so what do we got? Let's see. We got a lot of polyporphous growth. Alright. I mean, we can try, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna get selenium out of this. See, he did list this as a place to get selenium. We got chromium and manganese. Lots of it. Ah, fuck. Manganese. Let's go to that patch over there. Let's go over there. Looks like a massive patch. Chromium. So how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Everybody's doing all right? Everybody's doing all right? Look at all the phlegm. Ooh. Nice. Let's get some phlegm. Is everyone doing all right tonight? Look at all that phlegm. Let's shoot some phlegm off the tree. Cause we cannot do it any other way. Where'd that one go? It flew off into the sunset. Antimony. I love when that happens, don't you? All right. I love when that happens. Antinomy. I bet you this one is selenium. Let's take a look. Chromium. Manganese. Come on. Having a hard time. Having a hard time. I like when it's nice and sunny. You know, you can see things. You can see the pretty brain trees, and then it's different. You know, like you got brain trees. They're all nice and pink. Where's the antinomy? Oh, okay. So I'm almost done with antinomy. I'm almost done with antinomy. This is engaging gameplay. Now you know why I love doing raw material farming. Now you know. I love it. I love it. Chromium. I love it. Bum, 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 bum. I'm loving it. Chromium. No selenium. Though we had a few of those that were selenium, we don't get any more. Anyway. Antinomy. Ba 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 ba. I'm loving it. Great. Antimony. So we're at 90. We got 10 more to go. We're full. We did get some selenium, but we didn't get a lot. And you can get stuff here. I know you can get stuff in polyporous growth, but you also get other materials. So the selenium is rare. You're not gonna always get it. So we're gonna keep doing a few. See if there's something else we could do to get selenium. The reason we're getting all our materials is because we want to do engineering and we don't want to go running around trying to find materials. Well, there we go. See, I said there's selenium, but not a lot. So we want to get our materials because we don't want to go running around when they say, oh, I want you to give me this, I want you to give me that. And then you basically spend more time flying around from planet to planet. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's the rhino, right? Now, does that mean that we will get income from things mined, I would say, on planets that you have? You know, like, do we get income for that? I don't know. Do we get colonization credits? I don't know. Are the mining facilities structures that we can, do they fall under colonization or do they fall into something else? So, question, right? That's a good question, because it is on the planet that you actually founded. So do we get income from said mining? Oh, come on. Come on. Stop. Stop. Yeah. That's the question. Do we get income from that stuff? I don't know. Or is it just gonna be materials that we actually farm? I don't know. I just don't know what they're gonna do. I can't figure it out. Because so far we have this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful farming method. And it tells me these guys are geniuses. They're just absolute fucking geniuses. And I'm being facetious. Is another bug never? Yeah, I knew they land in this stuff, dude. I knew that the selenium would be here. In these things, the polyporous growth, but it's rare, right? It's rare. Alright, so almost done with antimony. That's 96. We just need one more. That's 99. That's 99. One more. $100. Antimony storage full. So we're not going to get any more phlegm because it's just going to give us antimony. It's not going to give us selenium, unfortunately. See? Antimony. Jesus, they're made out of all sorts of things. Manganese. Antimony. Chromium. Okay. Let me take a look at my list and see if there's any other locations that have selenium. Polonium. 8A also has tech selenium. Lithium. 7B has yttrium selenium. So I guess it's all these plants, right? The polyporous growth. So they're all gonna be this. Can't you get selenium from mining? Mining rings? I think you can get selenium mining rings, can't you? Maybe we'll be able to get materials because we'll be mining other things, and so you know, like when we mine platinum, we get phosphorus and we get all sorts of other stuff, right? Let's get this one. It said it was 100. Oh, it's 150. Why did it say 100? Fucking bug, man. Yeah, I'm from asteroids, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like point blank, and I can't get this. Yeah. And I think manganese is 250, not 100. They never fixed this bug. Have you noticed that? They never fixed this bug. $108. Never did they fix this bug. Stupid. And me, I'm stupid fucking collecting it. Stupid the one who made it this way, and stupid me who collecting it. Because there's no other way of fucking collecting shit on this planet. Yeah. Anyway, let me drink something. Have some Sprite. Yeah. Promotion is Felicity Farseer. Okay, good. I got her. I got Felicity. I got Elvira. I got access to Sirius system, so I'll have Martuk. I already did the 5,000, so I'll have Palin. And then just get some, not too many, some stuff. Some stuff. Weaponry. Man, no selenium. I know there's a spot where you just get selenium. It's a specific location. I put it in the description. Didn't I put it in the description? Where you get selenium. Not in, yeah, I did. I put it in the description for material harvesting. That's right. Raw materials. Selenium. HR 3230 Planet 3AA. So if we don't get enough selenium, we'll go there. You know? You know what? So let's do that. We're gonna go to that location. So right now we're gonna park our vehicle and get the remaining antimony that we need. Get the rest of the stuff and then get selenium. That's right. Why? Because I said so. Where's my ship? Okay, let's do that. Get the remaining antimony and then we'll move on to the next one. And then we'll get selenium on HR 32303AA. I think that's a brilliant idea. But if we get the Rhino before we do that, we'll just do it with the Rhino. Hopefully we can get stuff with the Rhino. That's what I'm hoping for. Sorry to be so pessimistic, guys, but I mean, I gave them ideas, and I don't really think they got game designers, because it said they're looking for a principal game designer, and I was actually going to give them my resume, because I did design about 147 games, about 40 exams that are related to material, to learning material, right? So I did design these games. I guess I am a game designer. You know, I shortchanged myself by calling me something different. But they want somebody that's interested in CMS. Which I came up with. Actually, I got a great idea for a CMS game. And it's very interactive. Maybe we can make it multiplayer. First person. Okay. But I got a great game. A great game. A fantastic game. Related to dinosaurs. You know, so it's kind of like a survival game. All right? It's a survival game, and you have to build a village, and you have to build a society. Right? But I thought of it last night. I'm like, should I pitch it? Should I pitch it to them? And then what I could do is, Grimald says, any finding operations very bugged, doors don't open, power cells can't be taken, lag kills of commanders, invulnerable bots. Yeah, it's because the power P2P, dude. Don't play in 4. Don't play with 4. Play with like max 3. That's my suggestion. Now that might alleviate some of the lag and some of the problems. But we're having the same issues when me and Jasper were just us two. Like we had invulnerable NPCs. We were having invulnerable NPCs. So, oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Hello, Hawk. Yeah, operation's very bugged, dude. Super bugged. It's because of the peer-to-peer, but they'll never be able to fix that. So, operations will remain bugged forever. The only solution is to not group with so many people. That's the only solution. Sorry for the bad news. But that is why I play in solo. If you've seen some of my videos, which I'll probably do another one, because I've gotten better at soloing operations, and I actually like it. So I like playing with Jasper or anybody else who wants to play. But the problem is that you get the invulnerable NPCs, you get doors don't open, you get all sorts of good stuff that make gameplay annoying as fuck. Yay! We're stuck in a tree. We're stuck in a fucking tree.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Alright. Cargo scoop deployed. Wonderful. So, yeah, operations very laggy, but the problem is the peer-to-peer, dude. So I don't know if that will ever be fixed. I don't want to make you feel bad, but that's the truth. That's the way peer-to-peer has been. It's been like that forever. And I was hoping they would get rid of that shit. Go with something else. Come on. I was hoping they'd go with something else. But they didn't. Right? And, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, Grimald. I agree with you, man. But what can you do? Like I said, there's something missing in Cambridge. Maybe they're drinking lead. Maybe there's lead in the water. You know, you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So it's their minds are clogged. You know, they can't think straight. They think this is engaging gameplay. In the 33rd and a half century, this is how they decided they're going to pick antimony off of trees. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, the peer-to-peer needs to have some issues, man. They need to have some. They need to fix those issues first before they get any new any new operations. That's what I think. Oh, come on. That's my thought. What can you do? Manganese. What can you do? Look, you see that? It snapped back in the tree. Like something's glued it to the fucking tree. Stupid fucking shit. It snapped back in the tree. It was gonna fall to the ground. It's not back in the tree. That's what I've been telling you. That's what I said. I said it all over the forums, dude. It goes in the same place. You just bypassing the SRV. It goes in the same location. The same location. Just like the eggs. The eggs went in the goods. These go in your fucking inventory. I know. I know you're not. But like you just jumping from tree to tree, shooting the shit. You know, it gets stuck in a tree. You're still there, and you interact with them, and it would be fun. You're fucking jumping from tree to tree. Maybe you could make it a combat zone. You can have some fucking scavengers come down on you because they see that you're acting all erratic, and they say, "Oh, we can rob this guy. We can rob this guy of the drugs he's taking because it looks like the guy's like fucking wired. He's jumping from tree to tree." So they attack you. Phlegm. And it'll be gameplay. You can make it like a group effort. You can get the whole squadron here and you can shoot each other. You know, turn off the crimes. And just shoot each other. That'd be fucking fantastic, man. While we're collecting material, we can make this an activity. While we're collecting materials. That's what I think. I don't know. What the hell do I know? What do I know? I only built 147 games. No. It's principal game designer. That's what they're looking for. The principal game designer. So they don't have a principal game designer. But I do have a fucking game that would kick ass, dude. Now, think of this, because you're as old as I am. Do you remember the Flintstones? Do you remember the Flintstones? That's the concept. The Flintstones. That's the concept. They like dinosaurs? That's the concept. The Flintstones. But it's more like a survival, base building, you know. So I have the game in my head. It would be fucking great. I might just make it for my company. Shit, I'll go and do it myself. Yabba dabba doo. That's right, Hawk. That's right. Yabba dabba doo. But it'll be a dinosaur game. You know, because they like dinosaurs. And I was thinking it could actually make a fucking great movie. It would make an actual great movie. Anyway, that's my thought. Where's the phlegm, dude? So I have a game. I have some games in my head. I can revamp all their games. Planet Zoo, I wouldn't do Dodo, that's for sure. They're out of their minds doing Dodo. Yeah, I seen it, Hawk. I seen the video. You know, I seen the video, and it doesn't look like there's much there. I think they're still in development. But it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's realistic. It's realistic. The ships they look like rockets, you know. Nah, yeah, the interior. But the thing is, Hawk, everything is going to look like each other. You know, it's like... You're not going to actually make anything different. Everything looks like each other somehow. Except for brain trees. I would not have brain trees in my game. Fucking A. Brain trees with phlegm. Antimony. Let's get more phlegm. I've seen it. It looks pretty nice. But it's in development right now. So it's not actually... It's not an actual game yet. Looks like Star Citizen. Everything's gonna look like Star Citizen. Those guys stole from everybody. Actually, I was gonna say it looks like Starfield. Even Starfield looks like Star Citizen. What happened to Chris? He took the money and ran, dude. Where is he? He took the money and ran. He said, "Thank you very much, motherfuckers." He took your money and he ran. Okay, it's back. Sorry about that. OBS dropped. Alright, so there is another place I can get selenium. I was trying to get some selenium here. Has raised over $1 billion in 14 years or so. It's insane. They will never release now. It makes more money by being in internal development. They're never gonna... It was never meant to be a game, dude. The whole point of Star Citizen was to develop a game engine. They were developing a game engine. They were not developing a game. Okay? That's all they were doing. They were developing a game engine. You know, like Unreal Engine, blah, blah, blah. Creative. Like, not creative, creations. Like, Cobra. What a stupid name for a game engine, Cobra. Anyway, so I don't think it'll ever be a game. I don't want to talk about it. I never want to talk about it because it's just a waste of time, and it's wasted a lot of people's time. And stole a lot of people's money. I think he stole money. I really do. I think he stole money. Thief. Net was a mess last night for over an hour. Yeah. What's up, buddy? I miss you, man. Dude, I couldn't keep my eyes open last night, man. I went to sleep like 8. I feel like that right now. I'm like dizzy and shit. And this is making me feel even worse. Ah, look, selenium. Ah, selenium. So, do we have any phlegm? Yeah, here's one phlegm. No, I think Starfield's done, dude. I really do. I don't. They're laying off people. When they lay off people, that means they have no money coming in. And the game itself, if the developers from Starfield are listening, it's not very brand new player friendly. You get into the game and you get ganked as soon as you get into the game. So that's not cool. Okay? It's just not cool. Not cool. Right now, Starfield seems to have some good mods. There is a mod right now that you have seamless flight from the planet, seamless jump drive. There is, modders have built like instances in their own games and shit, just like they did with Fallout. And so there's a lot of mods. A lot of mods. Okay? So, like, I don't know what it's called, but I'll let you guys know. I might get I might do creations and but there is a mod, I don't know what it's called, and it has its own like boss and its own fight and etc etc. So modders are building their own dungeons and shit, so they're gonna make it better than before. That's what I think. Thing is, you're never gonna get a perfect game. You want this, you want this, you want this, you want this. You're never gonna get a perfect game. That's just a fact. I like crafting. It would be nice to have crafting in Elite Dangerous. There's no crafting here. The fuck, it disappeared. Did you see that? It fell through the floor. Oh no, there it is. So it would be nice to get crafting in this, right? Like you could take all the shit that you collect, the rare goods or whatever, and you can make something out of it. I don't know what happened with the Radicoida. We were supposed to get clickies with that, right? But nothing's happened. A Radicoida suit. I wanted my Radicoida armor. I don't know what happened with that. But you're never gonna get a perfect game. You just you're not gonna get it unless you build it yourself. Yeah, Bethesda's fucked and Todd is fucked. You know, but he's a fucked millionaire. Because he's got millions, so you know he doesn't give a shit. Only we care. You know? He's laughing all the way to the bank. What does he give a shit? Doesn't matter to me, man. Doesn't matter if Bethesda gets shut down or locked up. It doesn't matter to me. Okay? Doesn't matter to me. Plenty have fallen this year. Lots have fallen. Lots are going down. Look what's going on with Rockstar. You know, and the leaker. Look what's going on with that. It looks like they, you know, and it's their fault. They got fucking Rockstar India, and you didn't expect to get hacked. You got Rockstar office in India. And you didn't expect to get hacked. Who the hell's the CEO of Rockstar? Who the fuck is the CEO of Rockstar, dude? Who would put Rockstar in India? Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, as it goes, it seems like the guy got like scammed, and they made him give them a copy. So they got a copy of GTA 6. So that's 2 copies that are out there, as far as I know. So a lot of shit's happening. A lot of companies are gonna go by the wayside, say bye bye. But that's not a good thing. We're wishing for the death of the world. Okay, it's not a good thing. It really is not. Then who's gonna make the games? I'm about 5 years before I can even go to alpha. Maybe 5 years from now for my game. I got other ones that I want to work on. But engaging gameplay. Thing is, wishing that they're gonna go down, wishing, oh, they're gonna go down, they're gonna be shut down. Okay. So what? Then there's no more games. Come on. See, I'm already losing it, dude. I'm losing it. But I'm loving it. Let's see. We have any phlegm? Any more phlegm? Let's go our ship. We need just a few phlegm. Yeah, let's go to our ship. Fuck it. Where's our ship? Okay. Sin is saying that the Oblivion is gonna get shut down, and everybody's gonna be shut down based on him. It's the end of the world. Only his game is gonna be around. Only EverQuest will be around. There'll only be one game left on the planet, EverQuest. Alright, so let's park it. Come back and get the antinomy. This is taking longer than I expected.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Everybody's gonna go down eventually. But what you suckers don't realize is that's what the Chinese want you to do. They want you to close out all your studios in the States so that their studios in China can make all the games and they make all the money. Okay? And I call it suckers because nobody sees that. You know, a game is a treasure. It's an artistic treasure, dude. It takes time to build all that shit. Starfield is an artistic treasure. It is. No matter how many fucking bugs it has, so is Star Citizen. It's an artistic treasure. It should be preserved. Because in the end, if you close down all these places, what's left? The Chinese. And the Chinese make all your games, and you're gonna get all these fucking microtransactions in game. You're gonna end up spending $1,000 a month in your fucking game. Okay? That's gonna be a very bad world. So it's either we preserve these games and we preserve these companies, or we say, come on down, Mr. Chinese, come on down. Come and take our money. Come and take our cities. Come and take our women. Come and take our games. Come and take everything, dude.
Low gravity warning.
I really do think video games are like art. It's just like art, just like a Van Gogh. Look at this shit. Can you imagine 500 years ago somebody imagining this is gonna be your life? You're gonna play a video game like this? Come on, dude. Fucking A. So, you know, there's always the Chinese games with microtransactions. Okay. Go back to work. I really don't like negativity, dude. I just don't. I really don't. You can't get everything you want in a game. You don't say, oh, the fucking studio's gonna close down. There's people who still will play. There's people who play Starfield. And I'll be honest with you, Starfield has a lot of changes just because of the modders. Just because of the modders. Okay? It doesn't have to be the studio that makes the change. Actually, modders do it. So... Ah, shit. I forgot to...
Cargo scoop deployed.
There's a modder who's making the seamless flight. Right? Agreed, they are art. In comments, we touched on how the Horizon City ports and ED are magnificent. It'd be cool if you can visit one of the stream if you have time to show it off. Yeah, I know, man. I know what you're saying. I know. They are magnificent. And there's a lot in this game that we just don't use. They don't use. They probably had some kind of purpose when they designed it, but they forgot themselves why they designed those things. Like I bet you the Rhino was sitting on the shelf somewhere for the last decade. And now, just now, they're bringing it out. Right? So all these places, they have a purpose. They had a reason they made them, but, you know, they forgot that reason. The guys who were building that left the company, and now they're just in the game and they don't know what the hell to do with it. Yeah, the Horizon cities are nice. I built a couple of those places on my you can build them. Come on, dude. Alright. That's enough of this. Let's move on. I can't deal with the dark. All continuous dark. Fuck. No. Let's move to another area. Maybe we'll find something different. But they got like also the bases, dude. Have you seen the bases? They got the scientific bases. They got a lot of stuff. So on the Horizons, they need to make those like interactive. They need to do something with those. Like we can get on the ground and do some kind of operations. That would be a cool operation. That would be a very, very cool operation.
Cargo scoop retracted.
How long have I been going for? I don't even know. Shit. Nice. Alright. Let's go somewhere else. It's like, fine. We need to get some sun. Where's the sun? Looks like there's light over there. Is the sun coming up or what? Here comes the sun. Da-da-da. Here comes the sun. Oh, look over here. Let's go over here. We just need one or two more, and that's it. Yeah. They have a lot of assets. So Elite Dangerous has a lot of assets, but they just not functionally. They're not working together. They're not doing this. Oh crap! I'm again. Shit. So they, like you said, the Horizon City ports. It'd be nice to see those. Or, you know, we can get into the satellites, the satellite structures, the relays, whatever, the communication satellites. We can land in there because there are people in there. You know, when you build them, you have to give them food, fruits, and all this other stuff. What the hell is that? Anyway, that's just my thought. I'd like to be able to land on those and do like some kind of settlement raid. Or when we're doing, and there's a war, we can make those part of the war. Like we need to defend those, or we need to actually take it back, or whatever. Doesn't always have to be a space. And I really do wish they can think of some other weapons that, other type of weapons. I mean, we haven't had weapons in 5 years. We're the same ones all the time. You know? That'd be nice. Antinomy. So we have 147. This is it. Last one. That's it. Alright. Antinomy's done. Bum 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 bum. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Tulare. Grimald, insane in the membrane brain cybercell. Once upon a time, I took my SRV around the port, then found out I couldn't get back into my ship. Had to dismiss it and recall it a few kilometers from the city. Oh, I didn't know that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so we got the antinomy, right? So that, but there's still a lot more left. Like, for instance, we gotta do yttrium, polonium, ruthenium, technium, tellurium, and selenium. And in the system, you got the polonium. I think we got the polonium. The yttrium, technium, polonium. Yeah, ruthenium, tellurium. So they got the 5 others: tellurium, ruthenium, ruthenium. They got the 5 others. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, no. Selenium is in between stuff. So let's go to AB. Let's go to A2. A2? No. A6. A6A. Tellurium. A6A. A6A. But we need to fuel up the ship. So there is a dodeck in orbit.
Landing gear retracted.
I've never been to brain trees. I always did crystalline structures. Yeah. Me too. But this is a new location.
Charging.
This is a new location, dude.
Ready to engage.
Ian, I need to do
Drive charging.
engineering. So I need to engineer my ship. This is an alt. So I need to engineer my ship and my suits.
1.
Okay. And then I'm gonna send it back to Colonia. If you're doing brain trees, don't use the SRV. That makes sense. So how am I supposed to get it? How do you get the mats without SRV, dude? That doesn't work anymore. I love when people get into chat and they think they know something, you know? Absolutely doesn't. Okay? It absolutely does not. Dude, get the fuck out of here, please. Just get the fuck out of here. You're the one who's come up with shit. Just go. Okay? Get out of here. Goodbye. Fucking idiot. Like I haven't done the flak and the limpets. Are you kidding me or what? I haven't done that. Why would I want to jump up on a fucking tree with SRV? Dumbass. What a fucking idiot. 6A62. There's always some fucking idiot. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. They lowered the fucking. They lowered the floor so that the limpets go straight through the floor. You have to do it at around a 30-degree angle. Be flying away from it so that the limpet is actually coming from the back. Okay. It's more pain in the ass to do it, and they die. 60 to 80% of them die. Maybe 1 or 2 pick it up. It's not. They changed the floor so that they go straight through the fucking floor. Okay, so you have to do it at an angle. You have to be at like a 30-degree angle, 200 to 300 meters away. Okay, it's too much work. Who the fuck wants to do that? Some idiot that comes in fucking chat and says, "Oh, you can do it, you can do it." Like nobody else has tried. You're the only fucking guy who's tried. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass. There's videos on it. Everyone's tried. Atlas has tried it. Everyone's tried that method to see if they can do it. All right? Everyone. No, you're the only one who can do it. You're the only successful one who can do it. Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. Because of colonization, they fixed the floor. For some reason, the colonization was coming above the ground or whatever, so I guess they fixed the floor so the settlements would be below the floor threshold. So now that floor threshold is what the limpets go through, and they die. They hit the floor. They hit the fucking floor. But he doesn't fucking know that. He thinks he's some kind of wise motherfucker who comes over here and says, "Yeah, you should do the flak, and I did that yesterday." And did you tell everybody that 80% of your fucking limpets died, you dumbass? Shit. That fucking pisses me off. All right.
Alpha. Please comply with station regulations on your approach to this imperial
Anyway,
facility.
it's been tried. Even Atlas, who's very anal, he's tried it and tried it and tried it. And I came up with the 30%, whatever. I tried with the flag launchers. You know, I did the 30%. You got to be away from it. You got to be about 200 to 300 meters away from the actual location. And then you still have
Your
limpets
docking
dying.
has been approved. Please proceed to Bay 2-1. We are ready to engage
Yeah, so
the automatic
that's that.
docking system.
Sorry guys that I did that. I don't want to lose my temper. I really don't like, you know, people assuming like I don't know something, and they do know because they're so wise. I have 15,000 hours under my belt. You know, when I'm not streaming, I'm still playing. And I've tried many things because I really want the materials to, I really want that to work. I really wanted the limpets and the flag launchers to work. And I tried 200, I tried 300 meters away, 30-degree angle, 45-degree angle, upside down, so that the limpets circle around the ship. So I did it upside down. Okay? You still don't get the materials, and the limpets, 80% of the limpets die. And they still don't get it. They still don't pick it up. So, believe me when I say this is not a method of gameplay that I prefer. I don't want to be jumping up on trees. Okay? I really don't. I don't want to be jumping up on trees. I'd rather do it with a flak launcher and limpets, but it doesn't work. And if you're some kind of wise ass that you did it once, oh look, it works. Oh, okay, and you're coming on here telling me it works when I've tried it, Atlas has tried it, Ricardo's tried it. How many people have tried it? And you're the only one that actually has success with it. That's amazing, dude. That's fucking amazing. You're a genius. You must be from Cambridge. You're a genius. What a fucking motherfucker. Kix has tried it. Joey's tried it. Everyone has tried it with the limpets, man. Everyone. We've tried it a million times, and we had the same results. Because of colonization, they fixed the floor. Yeah, hijinks. Because the guys call me an idiot on my stream. Okay, like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Use the flag launcher and use the limpets. I did it yesterday. Give me a break, man. And it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because the limpets go straight through the ground. They fix the collision, lowering the collision, and the collision is below the ground so that colonization can work. All right? So colonization can work. That's why they lowered the collision, and that's why that's bugged. I can tell you why. I can tell you the technical part of it. And I can tell you that you have to be super fucking good to actually do the flag launcher. You gotta do 30-degree angle, upside down, 200-300 meters away. Okay? But they still die. And you're sitting there going through like 100 limpets before you can pick up even 10. So, what's the sense? Just use your SRV. You get better results. But hopefully the Rhino takes care of that, right? Hopefully, right. And if it doesn't, I can do the care packages. I can do mining. So I still can get the materials. No big deal. I would have preferred to do it with the limpets, of course. Have we done it with the limpets? Sure. I even have a stream on it. Actually, like last year, I did a stream because I thought everything was fine, and I did a stream trying to collect with limpets, and it failed. Atlas did a stream trying to collect with limpets, and it failed. So here we go. Dude, I experiment, Grimold. I experiment with shit. I experiment with weapons, with ships, with guns, gameplay. I have nothing else to do. Like at night, my daughter and my wife are fucking around and they're playing outside with her friends and stuff. So there's no TV to watch. So if I'm not streaming, I'm like doing game stuff. And I only play one game at a time, so I'm kind of monogamous about that. So I'll only do Elite. Now if I start playing Star Citizen, then I probably will only stream Star Citizen, not Elite, or Starfield, not Elite. So there can only be one game. There can only be one. So point is, I try everything. I test everything. Like I did an analysis of the ground Odyssey, of the ground stuff, the ground weaponry engineers, and you only really need 6 engineers. You only need 6. 6 engineers. You only need 6 engineers. Okay, so we gotta go 10 kilometers this way. 90. You only need 6 engineers. And those 6 engineers can be done relatively quickly. So you can do it like in a day. 2 or 3 hours. So how do I come to these conclusions? Because I fuck around with things in the game. So oh, wait, this is, if I do this, I can get this. Oh shit, look at that. That's nice, man. Look at that. Look what we got here. That's nice. Look at that. Let's do a scan. Can we do a scan? That's recon. No, wait. Hold on. Fire group. Comp. Data link. Comp. What is this? Nothing found. All right. That's pretty nice, man. Okay, so that's... It has stuff on it, so we can actually shoot it. And then here's the brain trees. There's the brain trees. So let's land and do some shooting.
Landing gear deployed. Low gravity warning.
Actually, I haven't seen these in a long time. Now they should have stuff on them that you can shoot. Yeah, like look. So it also has polyporous growth. Come on. Chromium.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Yeah, let's do the brain trees. Tellurium. Yo man, been enjoying your ride, but wow, it can occur something to sort out, but I dropped follower. Okay. Phase of Rodok is banning everybody. I love you, dude. He's banning everybody on Twitch. Good job, man. Good job. Alright, so phlegm excretion. Here's a polyporous growth. Maybe we can find some more selenium. Chromium. I like the pink ones, man. That looks nice. My daughter would like the pink ones. Tellurium. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to blow up like that, man, but you know, I don't like when fucking people tell me how to play. When, you know, what he should have done first is says, "Have you tried that? Have you tried it? Have you tried it?" And I would have said, "Yeah, I've tried it, and here's why it doesn't work." Right? Oh, don't do that shit. You're crying. You're crying doing the other one. Why are you doing that? You just... Shut up, man. Get the fuck out of here. Go get your own stream. But, yeah, I've tried it, and it doesn't work. That's just the thing. It does not work. Ship is under attack because I'm attacking it. It does not work. And I hate that doesn't work. You know, because I only got to use it once. And then they fixed it because of colonization. And then I couldn't do it again. So I was like, ah, no. And it was an easy method, man. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. You just flak launch and you basically send the limpets out. It was a beautiful thing. It really was. Okay, so when I did other streams and I said nobody uses the geological sites, okay, but they also have, like, this has a crystalline structure and it has chromium, right? So you can actually shoot off these structures off the geysers, and it gives you material. Before all this, before the trees and the whatever, you can go down to a planet and pretty much mine the geological sites. Like, it wouldn't say geological site, it would say tellurium, right? There would be like a blue spot on the planet that would say tellurium, or and there'll be like it will tell you how many structures there are of tellurium. And then after that, it'll be antimony or whatever. So you knew that the actual planet had tellurium. You knew it had antimony. Okay? Oh, check out these funny things, huh? That's how it was before. And you basically, all you had to do is go down, right? Phosphorus. All you had to do is go down and, you know, shoot off those crystalline structures, and you collected the materials. But since they changed it, because they changed it to geological sites, right? They don't have that indicator anymore where, like, look, that's iron, right? So I would know that the surface has iron on it. Okay, so that's how we used to do it before. They changed it to just geological sites, but they used to be like tellurium, it used to be antimony, it used to be like, you scan the planet, it wouldn't say geological site, it would say tellurium, it would say chromium, it would say that. And I think that was better. Because people would go to those geological sites and farm those. Now nobody goes there. I think I mentioned that a million times in the actual streams. I said nobody goes to the geological sites anymore. Nobody even streams it. Okay, 07, dude. 07, Grim. But nobody even goes there. Nobody streams it. Nobody talks about the geological sites. Right? But, like, here it is, right? Here's a geological site. And there is no material here. Let's see if there's material on this one. Yeah, you see? Seed pod, and this one has precious cobble. So it's phosphorus. Right? And boom. I got myself some phosphorus. So that's how we used to do it. So the planet, you can actually scan the planet and know that it has this material on the surface. And then you go down to the surface and you would mine the geological site. But nobody does geological site anymore. So maybe now we'll be able to do it. Right? I think that was better. Because just saying geological sites doesn't tell you exactly what's there. Right? You don't have an indicator what's there. You don't know what the hell is on the surface. It just says geological site. So, hello, Supernatural Powers. How are you, sir? Good to see you. I am doing some unnecessary grinding, but necessary because I have to collect materials so I can do wonderful engineering. So I'm here with the brain trees and doing malicious gameplay, because this is malicious. This is definitely malicious. Let's make what they said to each other when they made this is, let's make these monkeys jump up and down. We don't like conservative people, so let's make them jump up and down. Let's make them jump on brain trees. Yeah, no tellurium, only tellurium and other stuff. No selenium, chromium. But that's how it was before. We didn't have these brain trees. We just went to the geological site. There was plenty of tellurium. We ran around. Yeah, I like it. I like Elite, dude. That's why I'm streaming it. That's why I've played 15,000 hours. Because I like it. When they lose me, they'll lose a very loyal customer, because I've also spent a lot of money in this game. You know, I did play Star Citizen. I did want it to work, but I got ganked twice. I didn't even take off. I was gonna go to a planet and do some scavenging. You know, I was following what's his name? Hawks Gaming. I was following his instructions. Okay, let's get that one. Doing scavenging so I can make money for suits and all that. And I got ganked twice. So I did want to make it work, believe me, but it's not brand new player friendly. It's just not. Yeah, so this one is brand new player friendly. Very brand new player friendly. Where the hell did it go? Yeah. And that's why I play it. And that's why I stream it. I want new players. Yeah, I got ganked in Star Citizen when I first started playing it. I'm just comparing. You know, it's not like I didn't play Star Citizen. I played Starfield also, but I guess it was too early. Starfield was too early because the modders hadn't worked on it. But now I'm like looking at it, and they have some good stuff in it. They have a lot of side quests, a lot of weapons. I like the crafting system in Starfield. I like the shipbuilding in Starfield. You know? We don't have that in Elite. So... let's go and find some more phlegm. Needle crystals. Oh God, no. Here. Both. I played Starfield and Star Citizen. Starfield, I got it at the beginning when the game came out, and I don't think it was ready. But now there are modders that actually made a seamless takeoff. So just like Starfield, you take off from the planet and you just seamlessly enter orbit. They got ship interiors, they got you know, combat, ship to ship combat. So I consider modders kind of like developers. You know, that would save this game actually if this game actually did that, like Starfield, it would save this game if we can mod. But we can't mod because it's a live service game, so no. Where'd you go? It's a live service game, so we can't mod. So basically, unfortunately, 10. It would be cool to be able to mod, because we can fix a lot of the problems we have. We can probably end up fixing the peer-to-peer. I'm sure there's some modders that know how to fix that shit. I basically do not know how to fix that. Seriously. Too much work. Nice. Can't get it. Nice. So, modding would save this game, actually. I think. You can create missions. You can do a bunch of things with modding. Yeah, you can fix the problem with these brain trees, or you can pick it up by hand. That would be the greatest thing ever if you can pick this shit up by hand. Ugh. because it would actually be faster. You'd be able to shoot, like you just take your gun, shoot them, and just pick them off one by one. So it would be a lot faster. You can jump. You can jump from tree to tree like a monkey. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna do all of the. See that? Look at that. It just snaps back into the goddamn tree. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of the materials so I can save myself and see if the actual rhino will help me with that. Now the reason I'm doing the polyporous growth is because sometimes selenium hits, but it doesn't look like no selenium so far, just chromium and whatever. Okay, so let's see if we find ourselves phlegm. Hell is it? Ugh. Okay. Okay, let's see. We got these. Let's see what these give us. Oh, that's the blue stuff. Cadmium. Ooh, cadmium. Yeah, that's a good thing. Cadmium is important. Tin, cadmium. I think tin will make you, you know, new missiles and new limpets, I think. Yeah, new limpets. I think it'll make you new limpets. It's a good thing. Okay, that's okay. Let's keep going. A lot of materials here. We want to get as much as we can, right? I'm kind of curious to see what the new mining is going to be. I'm being skeptical because, you know, they love to make grindy things, so this might be another grind fest, right? And the actual rhino is not that big, so how much material can you fit in a rhino? How many tons? 10 tons? 20 tons? I think the most is 10 tons. What exactly are we going to be mining? That's the question. Now these materials don't seem to have a tonnage, right? So it's not like it's not like it has a tonnage. It's like you can add dozens and dozens of these in your backpack, and it doesn't actually get heavy, right? It's well, it's lightweight. Like this chromium has no weight, right? Okay, let's go to cordyceps growth. Let's do that. Ooh, crystalline. Let's do that. Chromium. Oh, cadmium, yay. Starfield is doing a lot better. I think it's getting there. They got the seamless takeoff, and they got modders making quests, modders making suits. It's like they have their own group of devs, like a separate group of devs. That's what Elite Dangerous needs. No, this is not the best way. The best way is to do it in space, to do merit mining, and to get care packages, so you never have to do shit in your life. I'm just proving a point that I asked the devs on 5 occasions. I said, you know, you guys should just let us pick up the structures, right? I'm like shooting sideways. We should be able to pick up the structures. Like, look, this is lava, right? And that's phosphorus. I just shot it off, and so now it's on the floor. If, just like the eggs, I can just get up and pick it up, interact with it, press E, and it'll go into my inventory. They have the technology, dude. They just want to sell you a rhino. More cash grab. They have the technology. Look, I'm getting closer. Crystalline cluster. Shoot it. Come on. Chromium. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, nice, dude. Okay, I saw a whole bunch of stuff on these over here. Or you just walk up to it and you interact with it. You don't have to shoot it or nothing. Press E and you pick it up. There's the iron. Right? But this is not the best way. The best way is to mine it out of rings. Right? Where the hell did it go? Mine it. And you get plenty. You get it like passively. You don't even know you're doing this. This is a tiresome way of doing it. If you really need if you need these materials, you know, it's available here, and it's also available in geological locations like here. Okay. It's also available there. Okay. So there are better ways. So I think the best way is just to get it through care packages. Do the power play. Get level 100. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You get care packages and you get access to all the technology. That's the best way to go. Seriously. In the orbit, when you're doing the rings, you get more than that. You get a whole bunch. You get a whole bunch of materials. Just remember, you're looking for high material count. High. You know, there's medium and then there's low. The low is going to be like the iron and the tin and all that. The high is what you want. The high will be the cadmium and the tellurium, all that other stuff. Let me see what else we got. Well, that's it. So let's go to our ships. Let's go to the ship and recall out. This way we can reset this instance. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, we got a pretty good amount of stuff. But we still got to go through a lot of brain trees to get everything. So it's tedious. My suggestion is you get yourself a T11, you go and mine for merits, and you get a ton of materials in the rings when mining for plat. A ton of materials. Okay? And also, you get the care packages. The care packages will have these inside there. At level 150, you got everything you need to actually do all the engineering. To get at least 6 or 7 engineers. So that's my suggestion. I mean, you don't have to do this. It's not very good gameplay. I mean, I've been complaining about it forever. I lost my temper for, I asked for forgiveness. Forgive me for that. But, the idiot doesn't think I actually did that. Yes, I did. I did do... How do I know all the specifics of how to do it? 30-degree angle, 200 to 300 meters away, or above an elevation, right? You gotta be like where it almost disappears, like almost disappearing. You can try upside down, all sorts of different gimmicks, but it doesn't work. They always die. Okay, so why bother doing that? So this is one way of doing it. If you don't like doing it this way, then there is merit mining or doing power play and getting the specific power play packages. Mining gives you everything, you know. I would say mining gives you everything without trying to get it, right? Like doing this. So you're trying to get plat, and then you get all the other materials. And then you just trade up or trade sideways until you got everything you need. But don't go to the engineers without having this. Okay? You can just farm raw T5 at crystalline trees. There is no T5s, dude. They're all 4s. Okay. Yeah, you can do crystalline structures also. That was the ideal way of doing that, you know. But I wanted to try out this location, and someone colonized this system. It's HIP 29560, and they actually colonized the planets, putting down the location of these brain trees from that location. Like for instance, you see in the context it says Tellurium 90 degrees, so heading 90, 10 kilometers away. Okay, so if you go to Outpost, it'll be 10 kilometers from here. So they actually colonized it, right? Put the outpost, and they told you where it was, right? Look at all these brain trees. Shit, I'll come back. Anyway, here's the outpost. There's tons of brain trees on the way there, right? So they actually colonized this, and they put it as a marker. That's what they're calling it. Tellurium heading 90 degrees, and then right, 90 degrees for 10 kilometers, and you got a bunch of brain trees. Okay. So it even has a place to like dock and stuff. So if you want to fix your SRV, so this way you can actually keep doing it, right? Because you run out of fuel, or you get damaged, or you may blow it up. But these guys did good work. They colonized it. They colonized the location. They told you which direction to go to actually get brain trees. So I'm just trying out this location. Alright guys, I'm going to take off. Thanks for joining me. Again, I'm sorry for losing my temper. I just don't like people like that. 07 Commanders, stay frosty, fly dangerously, and I'll see you next time.